What's good, boys and girls? Hope every single one of you is feeling blessed and vibrating at the possible highest frequency you can. I've not picked the best day to record this because it's the first time I've actually seen it rain since I've been in Nepal. So I wanted to talk about a dynamic that I've noticed at the school that previously I hadn't even considered would be an element that would even play a part in the whole experience, but is actually having quite a big factor in my classes and how well I'm able to actually teach the kids. Now, I do want to say before I actually get into this video that nothing I'm going to talk about today is with the intent of like talking down on school or about Nepal or anything like that. But it's simply just an observation that I've seen, and I don't think that I would be showing a true projection of the school if I was only showing all the fun bits like football at break time and when lessons are going well. So I think it's only fair that I talk about the less glamorous sides of the whole experience to give you guys a bit more of a rounded idea of what it's actually like. So obviously there is the issue of the language barrier, which I preempted before I even came. I think it's clear that that was going to be there from the start. Obviously I'm coming to Nepal, I don't speak Nepalese. However, there is ways around it, like playing games with the kids to help them engage, singing songs, all different stuff like that. So to give a bit of backstory first, in Nepal it is still common for teachers to use physical punishment towards the children. Now, even though I don't personally agree with this, I don't think that it is my place to come to someone else's country and tell them what is right and what is wrong. Just because something is done back in the UK a certain way, it doesn't necessarily mean that what we're doing is right and what they're doing is wrong. I think approaching it from a completely objective point of view, I'm just trying to see it as a different approach, a different way of living. However, because physical punishment is so common and ingrained within the schools here, any type of punishment that's inferior comes across so tame to the children that it doesn't even faze them. It almost feels like it's got to a point where a slap to the head for them is required for them to actually focus and do what they're told. And because I'm not actively engaging in this method towards the children, it's so much more difficult to control them in the classroom. Now obviously there's so many factors that play a part in me not being able to have full control of the classroom. As I mentioned earlier, there's a massive language barrier, as well as the fact that I'm not actually a teacher. Do you know what I mean? I've got no qualifications, so I don't have any legitimate methods towards controlling them or properly give them information. It's just they've given me a book and they say, teach them this today. How I would rebut this is the fact that as soon as one of the teachers comes into the classroom, without him even having to say or do anything, all the children just shit their pants and they will sit down and start behaving. I mean, I've even been in the classroom a few times where the teacher has come in and really just smacked them around the head. Before the teacher had even smacked the kid, just as he was approaching, the kid looked terrified, mate. And it coming from England, where it's so unacceptable to do something like this, it put me in a very awkward position, obviously being somewhere where the culture is so different that this is acceptable, but it being an action that goes against my moral code. Another factor that I think contributes towards the difficulty I find teaching in school is how the kids in many ways see me as a friend rather than a teacher. Now obviously I'm going into the classrooms and I'm actually giving them the information and I'm helping them engage, but at break times, you know, I'm playing football with the kids, I'm pushing them on the swings, we're having a laugh, we're messing about and stuff, whereas all the other teachers just sat down, relaxing, it's their time away from the kids. And I believe that by doing this and almost bringing myself down to the kids' level to an extent, it breaks that barrier that provides teachers the authority to be able to tell the kids what to do. Now obviously the kids will listen to me if I tell them like, no, you can't do this, or sit down. They sometimes listen to that, but not always. But it doesn't have the same impact as a teacher that has that separation. So what I think it boils down to, what is most important, is finding where you draw the line between complying with the cultures of wherever you are and respecting your own personal morals. So for me, as I've said, obviously I'm not going to hit the kids because I personally disagree with that, but maybe it doesn't stop me from slamming the book on the table from time to time, making a bit of a bang, you know, just switching the kids on a little bit, letting them know I'm not a mug. Do you know what I mean? It's my first proper teaching experience, so I can't expect to know exactly what to do and how to do it all the time. But if I was to volunteer as a teacher again or have a job as it in the future, the experiences that I've had here are definitely very beneficial in how I would approach it the next time round. However, that does wrap up all of my thoughts on this particular topic. I should probably head inside because the rain's picked up quite a bit. As I always say in these real talk videos, and as I will say again, everything we see is a perspective and everything we say is an opinion. So nothing that I've said today is inherently correct. It's just my personal perception of this particular topic. Trust guys, we've got bare sick videos coming out very soon as the journey through Asia continues. The next stop is Thailand, so make sure to subscribe to the Fountains of Joy, follow all the social medias and the link in the description. And until next time guys, hope every single one of you stays blessed, stays balanced, and I'll catch you soon. Peace. Hello my friend.
Oh my Jigri, how are you? Jigri?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good, good. Very rainy,
Cool today.
very cold.
Because of winter rain.